After the break, of course, we're going to be splitting into our three sets and make sure you're up to speed on where you're going to be. But before we get there, please welcome with a special announcement the President and Chief Executive of FIPP, Chris Llewellyn. Chris.
Morning, everybody. 2006. Who was at the Digital Innovators Summit in Hanover in 2006? See the arms? Yeah, a few. In 10 years, this event has changed enormously. Fabulous event. I love it. So imagine a congress that started 90 years ago. Some publishers in Spain wrote to some publishers in France and invited themselves to a dinner in Paris. And the dinner went well. They talked about common issues. And it was so successful, they decided to launch an organization called FIPP, the Fédération Internationale de la Presse Périodique, quite a mouthful, and called it a Congress. And it's been held every 2 or 3 years since. And this year in October, the 41st FIPP Congress will be held in London. 800 people from all the disciplines of the industry will be there. It's a great place to meet people. They learn, they share ideas, and they network. You go away with a lot of business cards. The agenda, if you go on the FIPP website, you'll see we've got information already. It's going to be packed. There'll be 3 stages, a bit like this event, only bigger. We've got 60 confirmed speakers already. Again, they're listed on the FIPP website. This event's got 73 speakers. I think we'll be more like 90, maybe even 100. An immense amount of content, incredibly rich, from all over the world, from some of the best and biggest groups. Commercially, my colleague John Schlafly is here. The industry associates, the industry suppliers, our industry partners will be there. We're going to theme it as a London street market. There will be pubs, market stalls, butchers, internet cafes, bit of fun. But it's about meeting and networking. So the guy in the picture on the bottom right, the guy facing out to you, is the international head of Huffington Post. At the last Congress in Toronto in 2015, he met the chief executive of Media 24 in South Africa. And 1 year later, in a joint venture, Huffington Post was launched in South Africa. That's the sort of thing that happens. I promise you fun. The opening reception, we're going to do a medieval banquet. Someone will have to play Henry VIII. I'm resisting this really heavily. I'm not going to do it. It's going to be at the Tobacco Dock at the bottom there. It's a really cool venue in the eastern part of London where not many people, not many tourists go to. It's just to the east of the Tower of London. Tobacco Dock, yes, it's where the tobacco came in. Interestingly, it's also the place where the rare, exotic and wild animals of London Zoo were landed. So I thought it was appropriate we take the magazine industry there. We're going to do some exclusive dinners at the Houses of Parliament. That will be by invitation only. So once you know who the sponsors of those dinners are, I start being nice to them. In Toronto, we had, I don't know what this bull is, but that's one of my team. She actually came second. Another one of my team came first, which says quite a lot about my team, I guess. But we have a lot of fun. That's the idea. You work hard, you play hard. But because I'm talking about this at the Digital Innovators Summit, to you, who are our loyal supporters, we're going to do a special offer just here. If you go to the FIPP stand, you look to register, we will fund a night at one of the designated luxury hotels near the conference center. They're all about a 15-minute walk away from the conference center. So you'll get a free night if you sign up here. And in fact, we'll leave that offer open to the end of March for DIS delegates. That actually is the view from one of the hotels. So join us in London, join us at the World Congress. It's the 9th and 11th of October, so plenty of time to plan and get your diary clear. And if you want to take up the special offer, find my colleague Claire. You now recognize her. You have no excuse not to meet her. And sign up. Thank you for that. I think it's going to be time for coffee. Mike, do you want to take over?
Thanks, Chris. And it is a tremendous event. If you haven't been to a FIPP World Congress before, it is massive, extremely impressive, and you can't leave without stuff. So in a moment, we will break, but a couple of announcements first. First up, who was out last night later than you should have been? Only 8 of you. Well, that's amazing. I'm completely astonished. This evening, there is another opportunity. There are going to be networking drinks here after the program ends. And then late tonight is a cigar and rum lounge or karaoke if places are still available. So ask at the registration desk. If you're into cigar and rum or you're into karaoke, you can ask at the registration desk about those. After the break, I'll also be mentioning the Digital Innovators Tour, which goes to Washington and New York next year. More details as the day progresses. But if you want some time with your peers, really learning from each other, but importantly from the media innovators in those 2 cities and in between, talk again to the organizers here. And finally, we have the Innovation, the Expo Theatre behind us. So do please have a chat during the break to some of the people here to show you what they can do and how they can support our industry. They're all making this event possible, so do please spare a moment for them.